Are you at all worried about Port Adelaide?
I'm not. To be brutally honest, I'm not worried because they might be 3-3 and we all thought they'd win on the weekend. But when you look at the teams that they've actually played, they've already played Freo and that was over in Perth. They've played Sydney, they've played Hawthorn, they've played North Melbourne, who were three of the four, the other three preliminary finalists from last week. And they've played Adelaide in the showdown and now West Coast. So I think it's been a really tough draw. They'd love to be 4-2. If they were 4-2, I think they'd be absolutely flying. They've got a few issues. They're not playing well. But at 3-3, I think they're well placed to tidy a few things up and get themselves going.
They're not working as well. Their work rate well down. But when you compare this year to last year, there are a lot of people, Mark Ricciuto included yesterday, asking whether they are deliberately playing a different style. They're spending so much more time in their defence.
Well, that's it, Jared. You don't deliberately stop playing the game in your forward half, as these numbers are suggesting. And the number of stoppages that they're winning in those areas, the turnovers that they're creating, you don't deliberately do this. They are just not executing as well as they have in recent seasons.
You don't think it's a deliberate measure to pull the press back a little bit, to be a bit more half-pregnant in the press, because they're down 12 minutes in their forward half?
I understand that. For me, a lot of it's to do with their ball use. I think they've just torched some footy and doing it in pretty ordinary areas. Normally, that's where they're starting off a big running chain from inside the defensive 50, but they're missing targets by foot and they're getting punished.
I think their work rate, you hit the nail on the head before, Jared, their work rate's right down. Those numbers, you don't allow those numbers to happen. Their contested possessions have been a bit ordinary, but their possession gains, they're ranked number 17 in the competition for possession games. That shows their midfielders are not working hard enough to get the footy back.